I actually I moved down to North Carolina my sophomore year, and I joined the robotics team that same year, actually in late November. But my freshman year, I was actually also involved with the same program just up north. It was a robotics. It was much larger robots, but once I came down here, the size of the robots reduced much smaller because it was a different league. But I actually found that this league I like it a lot more because we can get involved. There's less people. It's a smaller robot. A lot of people can do a lot more things in this league. And so throughout my 2 years here at Gibbons, I've had a lot of fun and I've learned a lot. When I first moved down here, I didn't really know anybody. Like first day, I was trying to find some people to meet. But then once I found the robotics club, it's all people like me. We all think pretty much the same, and I made some pretty good friends. The two different leagues I was in, there was an FRC, it's First Robotics Challenge, and the other one's FTC, First Tech Challenge. FTC is what we have here at Gibbons. First Robotics, the robots are a size of 5 foot by 6 foot by 3 foot. They're much larger robots. The fields are much larger, like a third of the size of a basketball court. And then FTC, they're actually 16 inches by 16 inches cubed all around, and the fields are 12 feet by 12 feet. So it's much smaller, but the teams are also much smaller and it's more involved. The FRC and FTC, each year their competitions are completely different. They have nothing to do with each other. FRC this year, they had a challenge where they had to launch 3 foot wide yoga balls up into a ring that was 10 feet above the ground, while we had to launch or take 2-inch cubes and put them in baskets, and at the end of the game we had to pull ourselves up on a bar. And it was a lot different than our competition. It was very exciting. Once we were actually at the state competition, we were not expecting to actually get the third place Inspire award, but because of some way or somehow, the rankings worked out so that we were the final team selected to go to San Antonio, and we were just so excited. We couldn't really even speak. Like, almost couldn't walk up to accept the award. And then once we got there, it was just so exciting, like meeting all the people, all the other teams, seeing all like their ideas on how they did or how they took the competition in their own way. Actually, right after we finished San Antonio, we came right back here to Gibbons, and we started working on a base for next year. Like, we didn't stop, really, at all.
I joined the robotics team about sophomore year, and I've been on it ever since. Just a friend of mine, I wasn't even going to go to the meeting, but a friend of mine goes, "Hey, do you want to go to this robotics meeting with me?" And I just decided I was going to try something new, so I thought, why not? Our outreach went from pretty little to an amazing amount of outreach. We're making a complete difference on not just the school community, but a wider audience. And especially with the fact that we just held the recent competition here, that's definitely shown some great growth of the program and the amount of people, especially because we heard that some people are even just coming to Gibbons for the engineering programs that we have here, especially robotics. I mean, you really just find your own place in the team where some people will build, some people program. I found 3D modeling to be my best fit, so for about 2 years I was the lead 3D modeler on the team before I passed it on to someone else. I guess my favorite part has been learning to problem solve in more ways and new skills, because like I took on 3D modeling, I learned how to build robots, I learned how to do wiring and a little bit of programming here and there. And it's definitely been a great learning experience, which I think the learning has definitely been my favorite part.